Hey, it's Jim Paar here, and we're going to talk to you about how to write a blog post in an hour. A lot of people spend days, a week writing one blog post. So we're going to dive in right now and teach you how to build a blog post in an hour or less. But remember, subscribe, hit that bell notification to get the latest videos. We'll send them right to you and let you know when we have the latest video out. Remember, subscribe and comment up below on what blogs that you've written on lately. So let's get into this. Okay, now we're going to dive in and really teach you how to build a blog post in less than an hour. So understand that the first thing you need to do is create an article list. So we call it the up to par list, and it's basically just a bunch of headlines. But understand, you could spend, hours trying to figure out what you're going to write about. And technically, to really get the traffic, really get the views that you need, you just need to create about 30 blog posts. So I'm going to encourage you right now to put together what we call a headline list or an up-to-par headline list, because this will help you as you start creating this blog post. If you do 30 in 30 days or however you're going to do it, it is going to help you gain that confidence. So the first thing you want to do is do a headline. And so what is that headline? Well, we have 3 different variations of posts. The first one, you answer a question. So you're responding to a question and you're answering that question. Because how many of you go on Google and you ask Google a question? That's what it's there for. So you respond to that question. The other post, the type of post, so we're going to do 10 response posts is what we call it. And then the other one is a list. So it's like the 10 best, the 12 must-haves. You've seen them when you're searching. Like if you type in, when we do a WordPress theme, what is the 10 best or what is the best WordPress theme for financial, or real estate or whatever it is. So you'll come up and it'll say the 10 best in 2019. So that is what we call a list. And then the third one is a guide or what we call a pillar post. So it's structured into what we would say very solid information. So a response post is about 1,500 words, 1,000 to 1,500 words. 1,500 would be good. A list post really is just like 10 best things. And then, that guide post or that pillar post would be, 3,500 words or better. So the first thing that you want to do is create 10 of those response posts or those responding to a question. So how do you do this? First, you've got your headlines. So you've gone through the steps. You've created those headlines that you want to respond to those questions. In each headline that you created, you want 3 to 5 subheadings. So under each of those headings, you want 3 to 5 subheadings. What does this do? It helps you fill in the blanks. So the first question, on that, responding to that question, is basically just answering that question. So you might answer that question in a paragraph or 2 paragraphs. So that is what we call a response to that question. So it's very simple. And then in those 3 to 5 subheadings underneath that initial question, have some subheadings that are related to that question. So maybe it's a question within an answer within a question, because you may want to go further on that. And that is how you're going to get your 1,500 words. But you just want to fill in the content. That's all you want to do. And then the other thing that we do is we use a website called pixabay.com. There's several websites. We'll leave those links below. But Pixabay, you want a nice image, a featured image in that site at the very top, and maybe add 1 or 2 images within the blog. But that's all you have to do to create the perfect blog post for a response post. The other one is your list of questions. So the 10 tips to care for, or an how-to article, the 15 things on how to do this. Or, it's a more robust article. So it's got a list of things, but this is where your affiliate offers come in. So you're going to connect those to your affiliate offers that you're going to build out. Now understand, what are affiliates? Affiliates are basically promoting a product and giving access to that through a unique URL that you're given from that affiliate. Best Buy has affiliates. The most known is Amazon. It's free to join as an affiliate. So it's not a big deal. You just join, you get it, you create those URLs. We teach all this in our passive blog training. It's very, very simple. But if you look at major retailers like Walmart, like the pet stores like Chewy.com and different things like that, they have affiliates that you can join for free. There's plenty out there. But when you drive traffic, if somebody clicks from that blog to that affiliate, you get a percentage off of the entire purchase. So if you drove somebody there for a bag of dog food, the 10 best pet foods for 2019 or natural pet foods, and you drove somebody there with that blog, it doesn't matter. Whatever they purchase in that on Amazon, if they go to Amazon, you get a percentage of the entire cart checkout. So those are how you create money. But let's talk about monetizing your websites, because one thing that we always say is you want to set these and forget it. Create 30 blog posts, put all your AdSense or your AdThrives or whatever you want in there, connect your affiliate links, and forget about them. And then go on to the next niche that you're building out. So understand, you don't want a contact form in there, because if you're spending all your time responding to questions within your blog on comments or contact forms, you could be making your time better sense by creating one blog post. It might take an hour to respond to 20 questions within the comments, or making sure they're not spam, which most of them are. But you could spend that time building a blog and responding and getting to 15,000 people or 30,000 people over the next 12 months. So where is your time best used? It's not used in contact forms or comments, responding to comments. The other thing is, make sure your articles are evergreen. So when you create an article, if it's good right now, make sure it's good in 5 years. Or make sure that you can alter it a little bit to make sure it's good in 5 years. But you don't want to talk about something that's relevant right now, and in 6 months it's going to end. You want what we call evergreen. So it's always going to be great information. And the other thing that you want to do in your blog posts is remove the dates after a year. So after 1 year, you want to make sure those dates get removed off of there. You can do it right away, but Google does look at relevant content and what's the most relevant information. But there is a plugin in WordPress, and that's what we use, is WordPress, to build our blogs, and it'll remove those dates automatically after 1 year. And the other thing is, make sure you have your affiliates. Make sure that you have your AdSense. Make sure you're using AdThrive. We have a link below for both AdSense and AdThrive. To me, AdThrive is the way to go because it generates more money. AdSense is owned by Google. It's really washed out. AdThrive, technically they say that they pay 80% more. And so I would go with AdThrive if you were to do anything. But make sure you choose your income sources. Connect your affiliates. You may have one blog post and have 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 different affiliate links in there. So maybe one's going to a pet supplier for a specific thing. One's going to Amazon, or they're all going to Amazon. It really doesn't matter. But monetize, make money off these blogs. You can make thousands of dollars off of a blog. But don't get frustrated if it doesn't start responding in 60 days or 3 months, or that it doesn't start making money for 6 months, because we say the magic number is 90 days. They start monetizing after 90 days when Google starts finding them, and then they increase from there and increase. But you really don't need to do anything to them but update the plugins, update WordPress, and you can do automatic updates on most of those. So remember, comment below. I do have some worksheets that you can download for free, and it kind of gives you how to write the perfect blog post and talks to you about everything that we just talked about. I'm going to also leave the comments below in the description of what we just talked about. But remember, subscribe, leave that category right now. Comment below what you do, what profession you were in, what you write about. If you're a makeup blogger, whatever you do, comment that below. And remember to hit that bell notification. I appreciate you watching.